Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good. So my name is Kyrstin White. I'm currently a graduate student at SUNY Cortland, getting my master's in therapeutic recreation. Today, I have you with me today to conduct an intake assessment just to gauge and get a better idea and understanding of your leisure experiences and your interests, which will also help me to identify your strengths and a few of the goals that you have, which in turn will just be purposeful when creating an intervention plan so that we can try to, provide more leisure experiences that you'll enjoy. So before we begin, I would like to also mention that this will be a recorded assessment. Is that okay with you?
Yes.
Okay. And just to also reiterate, I'll be the only person in the camera today to accommodate your request to not be in the camera. So first, can you please share your name with me?
My name's Tian.
Okay, nice to have you, Tian.
Thank you.
And just to make sure, is this interview intake assessment okay with you for me to do today?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So we're going to just start with the first question. So what are some of your favorite activities to engage in typically?
Well, right now, I would say nice scenery walks, taking advantage of my time on campus, getting my steps in.
Okay. And I know you mentioned scenery walks, so how often do you get to engage in those walks or just being on campus?
Not as often as maybe as I could say I want to, but baby steps.
Okay. Those baby steps are good, so
Yeah.
I'm glad you were able to take advantage of those moments. Are there any motivators that would encourage you to get outside and get to walking a little bit more that you find throughout your day before you go out and walk outside of class? I know for sure.
Yeah. I would say reminding myself how it felt to push through when I didn't want to.
Okay, great. And typically before or during and or after participating in walking or this activity, what are some thoughts or feelings that you kind of go through before you start?
Before I take that walk?
Yeah, before you start taking the walk, during and then after.
I don't know. Well, I think it's fair to say it fluctuates.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not always feeling the same, but most times I am really just chill. I mean, I can't say I've been able to go out and go for a walk if I'm frustrated or anything right now. But yeah, after, I would say, of course, better. I mean, I think it's fair to say after any type of exercise or just moving your body, you can't help but to feel good.
Mm-hmm. I agree. And is this typically an activity do you like to walk with others, or is it preferred you walk individually, or maybe even a mix of both?
A mix of both. I would say it definitely depends on how I feel. If I'm in need of something without the desire or want, I guess you could keep it simple, to have company.
Okay.
That's when I'll make that clear. But other than that, I think some company can add some swag to the walk to the.
Okay, cool. So I know we talked about walking. Is there any other activities that you also like to engage in?
Well, I look forward to getting back to strength training. Other than that, I don't know. It's been really simple these days in recovery myself. So really just sticking to what works. So I can't say again, like I said, looking forward to, if I can answer the question. It's not really anything that I'm doing right now, but working towards getting back there, I guess you could say, is because I have my regular.
Alrighty. Hi again, Tian. So we're gonna start just again from where you were mentioning your strength training, but mainly keeping it simple to accommodate your recovery process. So could you just share a little bit more of your thoughts regarding that area and how it's affected your leisure experience?
Yeah. I right now unfortunately have PT only 1 day a week, so I look forward to taking advantage of where I am progressing physically to go to the gym and meet my future goals that way.
Amazing. And what would you say some of those goals are that you have for yourself presently? I know you talk about taking smaller steps, but just to get back to like where you used to being. So what does that look like for you now?
Yeah, I try to watch myself when I say, I want to get back to how I was able to work out, but I know that, I know that I should talk more on just the blessing of being able to be stronger physically, to know more or be knowledgeable on things that just work for me instead of trying to fit in the narrative.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's amazing. What do you feel like would best support you to like achieve these specific goals that you have right now for yourself?
Showing up. Like they say, of course, no matter what. But I think if anything, most importantly, being honest with myself, for sure.
Okay. So what does your community look like? So this can be friends, family, whether it's certain professors that you've been able to get closer with. What does that look like for you?
Definitely friends, family. Like how you said, professors. I got a couple who've just have spoken life into me and just added to more of a reason, like I said, to show up outside of just how it feels every day. But yeah.
Okay, great. So it sounds like your community really pushes you towards that growth. Absolutely, that's great. If you have more time within your schedule, just knowing that you're a student and things can get kind of hectic for you throughout your day to day. Well, first, before I ask this question, what does your day to day look like for you presently?
Slow.
Slow. Okay.
I just say that though in a real, but also like actual way, but not in a negative.
Okay.
I've just been, going at a more steady pace.
Yeah.
With everything that I'm doing. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah, living the moment.
Sorry for assuming there.
No,
just because I know college student, things can get busy for you. So even though you do have a steady pace with your schedule now, doesn't mean that you're less busy or anything like that, you know? So with the time that you have, like your free time, like how would you want to best utilize that time to kind of do some of the things that you're interested in? What would that look like for you?
I would say back to being honest with myself. Every day isn't where I got these big ideas or things to do. So I say just be patient with what I can bring to the table for myself in that time, and use that, whatever that may be, whether that's in that time be creative with it, or I'd say do nothing as in like, just like I said, being in the moment, whether that's just chilling. I mean, resting is important for me too, still right now. But yeah, the little things.
Okay.
The little things for sure.
And you mentioned creativity as well. So like, what are like some creative outlets that you might have or you lean on, to express yourself?
Well, back to the gym, being able to go to the gym, only having PT 1 time in a week. Shout out my physical therapist. I've just been able to be creative with her as well to come up with some strength progressing workouts, given the different equipment that is accessible in the gym.
Right.
And just to be able to have fun in the same way that I was getting before when I wasn't injured. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So thank you for answering all my questions. Are there any questions or concerns that arise throughout this interview that you might have for me, or anything that I can expound upon in any way?
No, not really.
Okay. Well, thank you for your participation today. I appreciate you for sticking with me throughout this assessment. And I look forward to creating an intervention plan so that you can get back to the things that you truly enjoy. And I know we mentioned, of course, not looking at it like what I used to do and how I used to do it, but just what that will look like for you now.
Yeah.
And all those improvements that you want to touch on to hit your goals.
Yes, thank you. I love this.
Of course, no problem.